I'm going to show you today a really easy way of stopping your resin from flash curing during this hot weather and making sure that you get a really nice long life out of it. Firstly, what you need is a pot that is something like this. This is an old ice cream tub where your two mixing pots can sit in it like that. Then you want to fill this with some water about halfway up. There we go. And that's cold water. Not freezing cold at the moment, but cold. But I am going to put something in there. And as you can imagine, I'm putting some ice in it. Not a lot, because I don't want this to be almost like it's solid ice in there. And I'm going to put my resin in that, because that could damage your resin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that in there. And my resin is so warm today. It's unbelievable. It's about 35 in here today. So what I'm now going to do is leave that ice in there for a few minutes and let that cool that water right down. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to measure out my resin, the amount that I want to actually cure up. So as you can probably see, that ice has been in there for about 2 minutes and it's already nearly melted. But that water has cooled down quite a lot. And what I'm going to do is put my little silicone lids on here, which is what I use when I'm putting it in a hot water bath. We're so restricted with resin. And I've got my part A and B in there. And I'm going to let that cool down for 5 minutes. Doesn't need any longer than that. Just to cool down a little bit before I mix it. So these have had 5 minutes now. I can take them out and I haven't got to worry at all about water getting into them because I've got my little tops on. Quickly dry the bottoms and I can already see that that resin has cooled down because it's thickened up. It's a pain in the bottom having it to thicken it up, but it will soon thin out again in this weather. So let's take my lids off and now I'm going to pour these. Oh yeah, you can definitely feel the difference. I'm going to pour my part A and my part B. If you mark these up and put your lids back on them, you can keep using these pots over and over again. The other thing that's really important to remember as well, when it's hot weather like this, your VOCs are going to be travelling around your room a lot easier. So make sure that you've got your air purifiers on if you've got one. If not, then I seriously would think about getting one. So now we've got that in there, I can still mix that up because that isn't going to go anywhere using my electric mixer. But I'm going to mix it up in this water. And all the while that water is getting slightly warmer and so is your resin. So I'm just going to push that down to there like normal. That's going to hold that in there like that. And now I'm going to turn that on and let that mix my resin. And I'll let that mix for 4 minutes. So that's nearly had its 4 minutes now. What I'm going to do is turn that off before I lift it up, because if not, I will get my resin splurting everywhere. I've done that so many times. And I'll let that drip off into there and leave it in that cool water. Clean up my paddle. Now, if you're going to degas it as well, then that is not a problem. Lift it out of your water and just put your water to one side. Get another piece of cloth. And you can actually feel that that is really quite cool at the moment. So that is definitely not going to flash cure, where normally by this stage it's starting to get warm. Now what I'm going to be using to do this in is my new Resiners Airless Pro Mark III. Slightly more powerful, it's a lot quicker, and it comes with this silicone thing in the bottom that you can take out and clean, which is brilliant. So I'm going to put that in there, put that on, and I'm going to put it on for 5 minutes to start with to see if that's enough. Look how quickly that is starting to go up. It gets there so much quicker. As again, that reduced amount of time means your resin is not in there for as long. So it's not getting that time to flash cure. Can you see how that is already drawing out all those bubbles from the bottom going up? So once this is finished, it is going to be lovely and clear, that resin, and it's not going to be too hot or risk flash curing in there. I'll show you what you need to do with your resin to prevent that happening once you've done all this. I've put that in for another 5 minutes because the resin was a little bit thicker where I'd cooled it down. There were 1 or 2 more bubbles still in it that I wanted it to bring out. It has nearly cleared all those bubbles now, and so I should be able to turn that off, because these ones, once I turn it off and let the vacuum out, they'll go down to nothing. So now this has been in here for 10 minutes and it's also been mixing for 5. That is still lovely and cool. Almost 99.9% of the bubbles have gone. There's just 3 on the top, which I can pop using my long neck lighter now. And now we've got a completely bubble-free resin. There's 250 mils there. I could have done this with 400, 500 mils, and it is still lovely and cool. So what I'm going to do is, while I'm getting myself ready to do my pour, I'm going to pop that back in the cold. Well, it's not really cold now, it's just cool water. And I'm going to pour a quick frog for you, just to show you how great this will cure. Now, if you're pouring a deeper mold, like a skull or something like that, then the next part of this is going to be equally important. Because if someone flash cures, it often buckles and goes out of shape, or the resin gets too thick and sticky and you can't pour it. If you're doing a lot of different jewelries and you don't want this, and you've got your jewelry mold here and you're pouring and then you're doing a bit more and then you're pouring, this will flash cure. But putting it in there like that will stop it. Stop it in its tracks. Dun dun dun. So again, I've got another ice cream tub here. I'm going to take that water out, and all I'm going to do is put a thin layer on the base of that. Not much at all. Can you see there's not much in there? Get another paper towel, wipe my bottom and my sides, and now I'm going to pour my frogs nice and slowly. It's not going in a pressure pot or anything like that, because why would I do that? Okay, so I've got that 3/4 of the way full. I'm just going to do a bit of squidgy widgy because I've got time. And now I'm going to place that frog in that water there like that. As the resin starts to cure, that water will help remove some of that heat and stop it curing too quickly. So you do this with a skull or anything like that. Anything larger that you're pouring. Now what I'm going to do is fill the rest of this up. I've got a hair in there. Have no idea how I got that in there. That's all I need, is my hair falling out as well now. And fill up his little tooties. Trying not to get any overpour here. And you'll see how beautiful this cures up. And how lovely and clear it is as well. There won't be, you know, there's going to be very few or any, if any, micro bubbles in there. If there's any bubbles in it, it literally is from where I've poured it in and I haven't squidgy widgied enough. Now the feet are a lot thinner here because there's nowhere near as much resin in the feet as there is in the main body, so they're hanging out of the water anyway, so it's absolutely fine. It's not going to slow that down cure there. And even though we're sweltering hot, because I am dripping at the moment, you will find that you will, using these techniques, you will be able to carry on with your resin in hot weather. I don't know why I've never seen any other videos on this, or why I've not shown this in videos before, because I've been doing it like this for years and it really makes a massive difference. I should have showed this to you before. Big thank you to all my members. There's loads of additional perks in the members group now. If you're looking for help and support, or you just want to share your projects and ask people's opinions on them, then the members group is for you. It's not at all expensive per month, and I'm sure my members will let you know in the comments how much they enjoy it. Loads of members only videos and business. There's a free business course for members. So much. So please check it out and become a member. You won't regret it. I've got members that have been with me for 7 years and they still as active and they still love it just as much. You get extra discounts as well on things, members do. You get to pick some of my projects. So there we go, the feet are all full, so that means I can put a little bit more resin in the middle here, and that'll just even itself out and find its own level. I will go over it with a long neck lighter because I've put a bubble in it there and one there. And we'll just leave that to cure up as normal now. We don't need to do anything with it, and you will be amazed. Honestly, this is a real game changer. You'll be amazed at the difference that makes. Now, the interesting thing's going to be showing you what this looks like now it's cured. You can already see how lovely and clear it is. Fully cured. It hasn't flash cured at all anywhere. Perfectly crystal clear. There's no distortion because it flash cured anywhere. There's not a single bubble in that I can see anywhere. It really does work and allows you to keep making resin things throughout the year, regardless if it's too hot or not. Now, you might be really hot and sweaty, because I certainly was, but the resin wasn't, and it cured beautifully. Hope you found that useful. It's these little tips and tricks and hacks that really make a difference when you're trying to run a business or you just want to get on with your craft. To make sure you don't miss out on any of my future videos, give that subscribe button a bash and also like my video as well, and then you're more likely to get them recommended. Enjoy your resin. Bye.